Alright, here we are with day 2. Finally got my break day from studying, sounds nice. Thank you for deciding to spend it with me here. So, we're left with a couple of days in here to finish maxing out everything since I'm missing the last reward. Then we got the Herta event to begin. Industrial Hall to level 9. But there should be enough capital to actually go on and do it. Oh, hey Basil, welcome. Damn, I think I need to start at around this hour more often. Everyone showed up immediately. More heat here. And we're done. What are these things about? This is just a managing event. We've got a museum from which they stole some relics. And the more you level things up, the more relics you get to unlock. The event itself was actually quite chill. Finishing event farm for Grand Blue, so not really busy, easier to catch stream. Nice. We still have time for the event, right? I think I stopped at 12 boxes. Uh, 24 hours? Oh, that's perfect then. It should only take me another couple of hours to finish, and I can do that tonight. I'm only on the 10th mailbox, unfortunately. You did 10? That's insane already, considering how new you are. I don't think that counts. Yeah, it has to be like this. Just going for the 10 million honor reward. That should be fairly easy too. If I remember correctly, they reduced the amount of honors required for that. Or, well, they increased the amount of honors you get per raid. I'm afraid I let my hands slip a little, so I actually need to do 20 boxing if I want to get some more crystals. I'm still very scared about what they're going to do this summer. Yeah, starting right now with 130 pools should be enough to let me be safe for a spark, but like, I always sparked at the end of summer. I really don't know about sparking before then. They said they want to increase the amount of rate up the units get, but we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen with that. Yes, I really don't think it's going to be enough. Granted, even before there was actually no way to get a, to guarantee too many summer units. You got the guaranteed one from the Spark, and that was about it. The rest was all down to RNG. Okay, that should be the last one. Looks like it was. So just a couple more levels and we're done here. It's been a while since I opened Granblue. Check out the event rerun. They're doing a rerun for last year's anniversary event. Culture to level 6. Okay, and we finally got the last phase too. Unexpected, with your help, the History and Culture Museum has become the most popular spot in Belobog. A friend of mine who works at the Golden Theatre was ranting to me about how everyone spends their free time going to the museum, and even the number of opera goers has decreased. Watching you work, I feel like I've reignited my passion. The passion I had when I first applied to work at the museum. Leave the future management work to me. You've been busy for so long, you should have some time to appreciate the changes you have brought to this museum. No actual quest? Oh, that's just how it ends. "63 days and missing one still." And I hope they're more generous this summer. Honestly, they really should be. Like, you can't just take away the end of summer banner. Even if you increase the percentage of rate ups, that's still very likely going to piss some people off. I don't think they're going to do another roulette, but maybe, just maybe, they're either going to increase the amount of rolls we get, the free crystals from the Magnafest or something, or maybe just go up to 23 rolls per day. Although we have already put out the narrative that Madame Cocolia has sacrificed herself in the war, we still want to hear your opinion. It is said that my mother, like me, was also selected from the Banner Underground and brought to the overworld. At that time, she was curious about everything, and especially the flowers that she couldn't see in the underworld. In her spare time, she would always go to the florist. Later, she became the top student at the Belobog Military Academy, graduating at the top of her class. People say she had the most intelligent mind in all Belobog. After that, Mother embarked on her career in governance, and with her charismatic personality gained the support of her entire city. Under her supervision, the Silvermane gods were finally able to counterattack and reclaim the Fragmentum, though it comes at a too high a cost. How should we describe Mother's early years in the introduction? Let's hope this is okay. After she took power, under Mother's rule, the most well-known decree was the blockade of the overworld and the underworld. On one hand, these measures secured Belobog's rear, but it also resulted in many unnecessary sacrifices, causing much controversy among people. However, she never forgot her dream of healing the world, but due to certain reasons, she suffered continuing torment, both mentally and physically, which eventually led her to becoming the unfeeling and indifferent person you knew. Nevertheless, Mother still regarded me as her dearest daughter, perhaps leaving what little warmth she had left for me instead of her people. How do you think we should describe Mother's experiences during her rule in the introduction? She didn't really go out that well, but I guess we can just try and salvage her memory. Though the Supreme Guardian lost before her cruel destiny and the light of humanity eroded away, she still tried her best to give whatever gentleness she had to the people, and help them towards salvation, just like how she treated her daughter. You think it's appropriate? Sure. Next is the final moments of Mother's life, but Clipot 4th already has a conclusion for this part, so let's skip it. Finally, let's give her an objective assessment. Even though you once fought against her, I believe you can provide a perfect answer. As a trailblazer and her former enemy, how would you evaluate Mother, former Supreme Guardian Cocolia? Good intentions but chose the wrong path, both merits and faults, heartless queen with a disregard for life. If we go with the truth, this should still be the truth we came to an accord about. Or let's just go with the first one. The other architects and I will carefully consider your opinion before finalizing the draft. If you're interested in the final text, come to the History Culture Hall yourself to check it out. See you later, thank you for your contribution to Belobog, you will forever be our hero. Oh hey, that's the light cone. You made it possible for the History Culture Hall to be restored to its completion. Come to the exhibit hall, I want to thank you in person. Okay, that should be it. We even got some more stellar jades. Since this is permanent, I think it's likely that it's going to be expanded with time. I wonder what they're going to add to it. Might be really early to think about it, but we never know. Unless they suffer another massive leak. Dude, what's been happening with Genshin in the last couple of days has been absolutely insane. Ask around about opinion on glasses. And these are some pretty weird dailies too. Oh, that's cute. Liars are unforgivable, even death cannot redeem them. I'm going to finish writing this report very soon, just you wait, Capote. Aren't you Master Capote's biggest fan? Never wronged you, so don't give me a title that brings bad luck. It's all over once I stop being his fan. Please show me some respect. I've heard others say when in trouble look for MC. I thought I'd give it a try even though I didn't know what to expect. Of course, you'll be rewarded if you help me with this task, but I just don't know if you're up to it. On the space station, performance review required a quarterly summary report of the research projects. As you know, a lot of stuff has happened recently and I'm a bit nervous about my research report. So, Special Assistant CSET, your mission is to assist me in completing multiple projects efficiently and safely during this time and compiling them into reports. Don't worry, you just need to collect experimental samples and supplies for me. Leave the rest of the research work to me. That being said, let's get down to the brass tacks. First round of experiments mainly revolves around the Void Ranger Tramplers of the Anti-Matter Legion. The research title shall be named, let me think, A Brief Analysis of Force Distribution on Quadruped Tramplers. In addition to getting some sample on tramplers, you'll also need to collect some metal. The exact amount has been specified in this memo I wrote for you. Oh, it's just the... Ah, that's a bit disappointing. You just need to bring some materials to the NPC. Come here with your rewards. And try the potion for yourself. Oh, and they still unlock. Tramplers, you also need to collect some solid water. Exact amount has been specified in the memo. I mean, on one side, 70 crystals per day is a pretty decent reward, especially since it only costs some open world materials that take nothing to get. On the other, yeah, next part opens in quite a bit of time too. Yeah, 13 more hours, so with the next reset. Well, I guess there's always the dailies to finish. Will you spark this summer? Hopefully. I really should. I'm saving up rolls to do it. It's just that I'm very undecided on when to spark, because it's going to depend heavily by which type of banners they're going to release. I'm still waiting for a re-release of Summer Ilsa. Problem is, I don't know when that's going to happen. And if I don't know when that's going to happen, I can't prepare anything. Then there's also the question of the new character releases, because there should be at least 4 new summer characters. That's like bare minimum. I think we're going down from 10 to 6. But if they want to cut them down completely, they might go down to 4. But that should be really the bare minimum. And one of those 4 kind of has to be Sidala. They've shown the summer skin for Sidala already in a past event, and she's one of the only Zodiacs who does not have an alternative version. Mahira could have been another one, but Mahira got a Christmas version instead of a summer one. Oh, same thing happened to Katura as well. But to be honest, both summer skins for Mahira and Katura, not really that great. The tigers, on the other hand, well, they kind of have to get it. Oh, come on, I need the freezing ones. I guess I can keep the 30% speed. It's not going to last long, but if I can freeze enemies, might be still useful. Now the main problem is going to be picking a date. Yes, I should be able to spark in August, but I still don't know whether to spark on early August or mid-August, since the late August no longer exists. So, how are your savings going so far? Defeats an enemy, 60% energy or healing. Should not need healing, so let's go with energy. Yes, I think you picked the game up, what, a month ago, roughly? And if you didn't spend anything on the gacha, you should have plenty of rolls saved up already. I'll be short for this summer. Ooh. And that actually sucks to hear. Short for a spark or short just cause you won't have anything to roll. Yes, I've seen many people sparked on Cosmos's banner. Let's hope unlucky or it's going to zero ticks. With the 150 gold moon weapons, I don't know, man. I've been regretting the zero ticks I've spent already. Because at this point, Dark basically only plays with Eresh, Water basically only plays with the gun, and Earth basically only plays with the sword. Like, Light can sort of make do without that fist. Fire, I have never seen the 150 gold moon weapons used, and I think I've seen some wind players use the spear, but that's very, very niche. Oh, dissociation, fantastic. Let's be honest, it's if it's a draft, the zero ticks will pop. We share a weakness then. Okay, should be able to pick these up too. An attack break, not great. HP break, not great. I'm still very much praying for two characters to be released. Razia, because she hasn't gotten an alt since 2017, and she kind of deserves a new version at this point. And the other one is Saria, the little investigator following Barawa around. She's always been complaining about being underpaid, and it took her years to save up for a swimsuit, but we've actually never seen her with one. So I really hope one of those two actually gets a new version. You know, those two, and then of course there's Forte. After an enemy receives ice damage, enemies adjacent receive 20% ice damage. When dissociation is removed, 50% chance to freeze, that's fantastic. Net Beyond Pyre is also an amazing upgrade, since it boosts the weakness break effect. Well, weakness break efficiency. It makes bosses way easier to break too. But hopefully that's going to come up later as well. I'm building a strange thing on Natasha in HSR, going for the silver main set for damage reduction and regen. Yeah, that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. To be honest, I still don't know where to even begin farming for relics. 8% action forwarded or more attack. I don't think attack should matter, let's just go for more speed. Is relic-wise, it's a really bad situation. I can't get the stats I want, only 68% crit damage is nothing, and even my other hunt DPSs are not that very well off. The one character with somewhat acceptable stats is Sele, and she's the only one I farmed a little bit of relics for. Still, all of these still needs to be changed. 18 crit damage isn't actually that high, and that's the only crit value on this piece. 11 crit damage, these need to be thrown away immediately. Crit rate with crit damage maybe can stay for a little bit, but like attack, crit rate, 3 dead stats, this has to go too. Everyone else is still stuck in the very early stages of relic farming, just getting whatever 5 stars I can get on them, and I haven't even been able to level that up that much. Like, I would love for her to get something with speed, because I've been farming this set for these mainly, since the Musketeer can go on Dunhang as well as the 3 supports I'm currently using. But it just feels like I've been falling really far behind. Like, especially when it comes to desiring specific substats. On the bright side, most of the content in-game has been pretty easy to clear. The only issues I'm having are for the Memory of Chaos. Ooh, Net Beyond Pyre came back. The Memory of Chaos I haven't actually tried that much. I guess since the event was what it was, we can give it a try now. Okay, frozen again, fantastic. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but no decent upgrades. Wind damage boost, but no crit subs. Kind of sucks. And defense on an attack set, which also kind of sucks. Yeah, no, I guess I'm going with the extra stun first. Four cycles against this thing without Asta might actually suck a little bit. Oh, and he's immune to freeze too. Yeah, this is a bit of a curveball. Yeah, we're actually at risk of ending the round right here. As we're about to take quite a bit of damage. Oh, just a clean one shot. Fantastic. Well, shit happens. It's really weird to see an encounter that can just counter your entire base strategy, but I guess it happens. Yeah, going freeze against Gepard is usually the safest tactic. I've been trying with the shield a little bit, but apparently March 7th is not enough. The shield path is probably best to run with MC or if you have your own Gepard. Usually good UT damage. Oh, with which team? As I tried the path a couple of times, but it never really worked for me. I usually just swap between this or Hunt. Yes, the Hunt path is pretty decent too, especially if you want to speed run. MC in place of March.
れなら遠慮不要だね。帰ってみよう。乗ってる？
Sounds interesting, might want to try it later. Also, are you running the light cone that burns too?
平気よ。
The one on MC that does burn on hit. At 16 defense, if I remember correctly, plus burn on hit. It's only Serval who dodges, and strangely it works very well. I might have been doing something wrong then. Because yeah, the damage over time is usually pretty decent. But I always have trouble with sustain. Could very likely just be character levels, traces, and gear level 2. You get the legendary nihility, which gives suspicion. The damage ramps up quite well. There's also some nihility who gives some interesting stuff. When it comes to nihility, I've been picking up a couple of them basically every time I did a run. I know there's one that heals you on damage over time too. It's just that there's no stuns or impair, so you need the enemies to take their turn. We might see that become a lot more popular once Kafka releases. Because there's almost always a space for a lightning character, and she's completely built around damage over time. Seeing some stuff, it's quite powerful, yeah. Even though they nerf her light cone, as of now it seems quite underpowered. You mean Fermata? That's still a 16% damage boost. And it applies to damage over time as well.
ボコボコにするよ。
Also, I guess we might also get another new light cone released, like what they did
たまには
with
真面目に
Silver
行こう
Wolf.
か。うちのとっておきをくらえ。持ってる？
So Fermata might be just the very basic one that you can eventually maybe just put on Sampo if you want to build a full damage over time team. And use whatever we get for the Kafka character quest. Nothing here, let's just go with the dimension reduction. See, if this were inverted, it would have been a lot better. You know, attack with crit damage on an actual attack set wouldn't be that bad. Okay, that should take care of the shield. Now I just need to freeze it. See if we can manage to not let it run away. Okay, nice. And he was gentle enough to not let me waste my bursts. Freeze at 50%. Shield on freeze application. 30% extra shield. and dissociation on weakness break. Wait, how many are there? I think we got like 5 cards back to back. Uh, 6% damage over time for each Nihility Blessing. We are up to... no, just 1. I might as well take it, just in case we get the other one later. For the break efficiency. If whatever is true, they're nerfing Kafka a little bit too much. No dot increase and only shock applied. That actually sounds quite horrible. I might still pull for her because Kafka. But still. Same, but it's like everyone likes her, so it's okay if she sucks. That really shouldn't be the case, though. Also, when it comes to the damage bonus, I was talking about this. Break effect plus 16%. Damage dealt to enemies with shock or wind shear by 16% also applies to damage over time. So like these should still be fairly good on her, even if she just applies shock. She should be dealing quite a bit of shock damage too. Okay, let's start with the bursts. Now, I think if she's going to have problems, it's going to be other types of problems. Like not being able to proc her own shocks and having to rely on enemies moving in order to get them. Is especially if you can manipulate the enemy's action bar and keep slowing enemies with imaginary characters or like Pela or characters who can do slow. Yeah, enemies are not going to take that many turns, and when they do, they're not going to take that much shock damage. So that's the thing that worries me the most so far. You stop right there. Can I replace all curios? I can, I only have one that I already used. Fantastic. Just defense. Defense with hit rate and resistance might not be that bad. If it rolls speed. Now, I don't remember specifically Kafka's kit, but I don't think she has crowd control. She should just be built around break effect and shock, with extra shock damage. But if that's the case, she might come out as a nihility character, but the utility level should be more similar to a destruction DPS. With a little bit of AoE damage. In the end, we can't really speculate too much, but once she comes out, we're just going to have to test her and see how her damage compares to, I don't know, like maybe physical MC, because we do not have many other characters of that type. There's Arlan, I guess, but I don't have my Arlan build. And of course then there's Jinglu scheduled for release.
なかなかやる
That's another character who's going to put a huge dent in my savings.
盛り上がってるじゃんもっとお注射の時間よ
Attack an enemy with dissociation will remove dissociation and deal damage to 150% of dissociation removal. Like this I don't know if I want to pick. It might be great if I can keep reapplying dissociation, but otherwise there's this thing here. Now dissociation looks like it's only... Oh, when attacking frozen enemies, so yeah, I can get it. More free damage. You miss, I drain everyone's life or hit like a truck. Yeah, that should be it. Now her kit sounds okay at least. She's going to need a healer in her team in order to be run properly, otherwise she's really going to kill everyone. Or, well, indirectly cause everyone to die. So hopefully she's released after one of the healers.
なかなかやるじゃんたまにはマジうちのとっておきをくらえおやすみこれなら遠慮
Yes,
不要だね
Luocha is going to be one, but to be honest, I'm not too big of a fan of Luocha.
くらえ大砲を入れよ思い知らせてあげるだ ついてないねもっと
So even though it's going to take a really long time to reach those 300 rolls on standard, I think I would rather just keep saving and get my Bailu from there. Free critical boost, I'm not going to say no to that. A number of healers announced as of right now, it's quite rough. There should be at least another couple though. I think Wo is going to be a wind healer, but again we have no idea when she's going to come out. And then there should be another 4-star one. A second 4-star healer might actually be a real lifesaver, especially for the later flows in Memory of Chaos. Remembrance seems interesting to play. Remembrance is really safe. Especially once you get the Ironian River and the reduction to freeze resistance. Once you do that, nobody moves anymore. So even if you are under-leveled, even if you have really low stats, you can still get by and clear the highest level difficulties.
間に合ったよねほんの気持ちよ気にしないでボコボコにするよくらえ大砲を入れよ
Do you know Celia buffs when she hits enemies at
これ
stealth?
なら遠慮不要だね
Yeah, she activates her own damage multiplier.
お注 注射の時間よ。おやすみ。ついてないね。たまには真面目にうちのとっておきをくらえ。思い知らせてあげる。
Okay, and to phase 2 we go.
集中しろ。
盛り上がってるじゃん。もっ
指示を
A little bit more damage over time effects would really not have hurt,
殴ったね。
since those also increase the damage freeze deals.
ボコボコにするよ。はいよ。くらえ。最強トロンでよ。思い知らせてあげる。来た。この曲はあんたに乗ってる。うちなかなかやるじゃん。己を解き放つ反抗、陽動、霊落。うちの出番。悪い子ね。おやすみ。ボコボコにするよ。
集中しろ。指示を聞け。終わらせる。
逃がさない。殴ったね。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。盛り上がってるじゃん。もっとついてないね。思い知らせてあげる。はいよ。この曲はあんたに乗ってる。己を解き放つ準備はいい。反抗、陽動、霊落。お注射の時間。おやすみ。
Okay, that was pretty smooth.
びっくりした。これが運気軍の実力よ。
And now we pray. Quantum crit rate, not that bad, but it's just a 4-star. I really need to be moving on from these. Imaginary with crit damage, but it's on HP. Defense and speed on this is pretty decent at least. Maybe, just maybe I got one decent piece this week. Oh, this is also not max difficulty yet. There's another one later. But Equilibrium 6 is likely going to take another 2, if not 3 weeks to reach. Even if I'm 62. Any chance I can buy the card? No, 5 out of 8. And this too is going to follow the Neon. Hopefully this is going to get up to Refinement 5 in time for Jingliu's release. Okay, so what did we get? Speed. Okay, one rolling speed, not bad. I guess I can put it on March 7th. It's a little bit of an upgrade, but that's how we need to move on right now. No, not a single decent one in here. Imaginary. I think I might keep this one for the new support we're going to get for free in 1.2. She should be releasing alongside Luocha, but she's not going to be free for the first 3 weeks. Two more. Come on, that we're getting close. I should be somewhere around 30 away from the next PT. But if I can get another decent Lightcon, I'm not going to complain. Or Astas Eidolons. Okay, let's see if the few upgrades I've managed to do these days have been decent. Physical lightning, so likely serval down here. Fire lightning wind. Yeah, I could run Sele up top, but none of these two is weak to her. I'm going to have to run Asta as well. So Sele, Bronya, Asta up top. Let's run the healer down bottom. MC up top. And I'm missing a nice Soulgas March 7th. Okay, let's see how bad this is going to be. For each debuff currently on the enemy, one extra stack of memory imprint. Each stack increases the target damage dealt by 4% up to maximum of 5 times. Also, this is the Silver Wolf rotation. Need to be spamming debuffs, but I think burn is all I have.
星々の先端、星々よ、開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。誘ってないけど槍先に火を、炎の槍を断ち切れ。どんな隙も見逃さない。我に力を。
Okay, first one down, still 39 seconds to go.
この気迫を速くなるのよ。
This is not where we're going to struggle though.
気をしっかり
That
持たないと。
comes later.
誰かな。我に力を。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スターレイファントム。いや次。ダンス戦闘準備。はあうっとうしいわね。星々よ、開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。しつこい。あの世に送ってやる。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スターレイファントム。私が守る。はっ、礼儀がなってないわ。誰かな。いや代価を払ってもらう。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。うっとうしいわね。チャンスだよ。
Oh, I have no buffs to do here.
うちに行くよ。ロック。
Always forget to keep in mind which characters actually have a buffing skill.
負けてたまるか。
Hopefully everyone else is going to die by AoE, so I should be
盛り上がっ
fine
てるじゃん。
focusing on the main guy.
お注射の時間よ。いや。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。己を解き放つ。反抗、陽動、霊落。この曲はあんたに乗ってる。手の施しよう。おやすみ。逃がさない。帰ってよ。盛り上がってるじゃん。もっとボコボコにするよ。うちのでね。この曲は乗ってる。反抗、陽動、霊落。おやすみ。殴ったね。これなら遠慮不要だね。間に合った。ほんの気
Okay,
持ち
hopefully
よ。
this is the cycle we get it down.
帰ってよ。くらえ。ほんでよ。思い知らせてあげる。だ。
And there we go. 34 left for Gepard. Now, fingers crossed he's not going to one-shot anyone. Because that's the main fear here. Okay, let's try and get some aggro on March. I heard there's supposed to be a new boss somewhere down the line here in Memory of Chaos, but I actually haven't seen it myself yet. I think I want to try and get to that, but I'm not sure if I can with these stats. Okay, 31 cycles remaining, but that's 3 stars for the second floor. We still have quite a few to go through. Let's see, Quantum and Fire. Quantum and Fire, so this is perfect for Celeb and Asta once again. Fire and Ice, or Ice and Wind. This one is lightning resistance, this is wind resistance. Yeah, I think I might need a real strong ice DPS in here, which I don't have. I also still have 0 imaginary characters. Fire has to be run on the bottom 2 at least. Let's see if we can get by with the same team as before. Either this, because we really should not need a healer up top. Or I guess I can try Tingyun up top and Asta down bottom. Asta, March 7th, Natasha, and I still need DPS. Imagine leveling up characters. I'm really not liking that second team. But let's just see how it goes.
きなさい。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スターレインファントム。我に力を。しつこ我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。鬱陶しいわね。いや一気に片付けましょう。千の珍奇を持って一心同期。槍先に火を、炎の襟を断ち切れ。しつこい。目標を狙うほどこの風に速くなるのよ。涼しいで。困りました。諸悪退散。我に力を。あの世に送ってやる。次楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スターレインファントム。
Oh, just 75k. Nice and clean.
ダンス戦闘準備。
Let's get you two to attack MC.
避けられない一戦。我に力を。槍先に火を、炎の襟を断ち切れ。
And this breaks everything. Uh, 38 cycles left, but now we suffer.
これで万全だ。
Now we suffer immensely.
気をしっかり持たないと。うちの出番。お注射の時間。おやすみ。殴ったね。逃がさない。すべては星々の選択。星々よ、開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。生死虚実、一年のマナ、同点元剣、超無一角。
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。ついてないね。悪い子ね。誰かな。
Okay, only Natasha took some damage. That's actually not too bad.
うちの出番。ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。逃がさない。おやすみ。
後悔しても遅い。
礼儀がなってないわ。お注射の時間。
生死虚実、同点元剣、超無一角。
それ。殴ったね。すべては星々のせい。星々よ、開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。悪い子ね。お薬の時間よ。
争いに意味はない。
Alright, I can just remove the wind shear.
お注射の時間よ。
This way is not going to attack anyone.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
誘ってないけど誰かな。ついてないね。悪い子ね。
Okay, managed to make him waste his turn. Not bad.
礼儀がなってないわ。
Can you break from there? Nice.
なかなか言うね。
争いに意味はない。生死虚実同点元気超無一角。
It's kind of funny to try and compare Dan Hank's damage with Sailor.
誘ってないけど誰かな。
That is like 10 levels lower and nowhere near the amount of investment for her gear. 33, 28 cycles left.
これで万全だ。やっ。
2 stars might still be possible.
気をしっかり持たないと。すべては星々の星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
争いに意味はない。
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。悪い子ね。いや。誰かな。
生死虚実同点元気超無一角。
手の施しようがないわね。おやすみ。礼儀がなってないわ。殴ったね。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきを
Okay, that should break the second one as well.
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
ついてないね。
Oh right, I hear Pela is supposed to be really good against this thing.
誰かな。
Apparently, the thing he gets when the other two enemies spawn counts as a buff and Pela can remove it. The only problem is, imagine having enough mats to actually level up an 11th character.
うちの出番。ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
安心しろ。
おやすみ。礼儀がなってないわ。悪い子ね。誘ってないけど。平気よ。たまには真面目に行こう。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
争いに意味はない。生死虚実同点元気超無一角。
ついてないね。竜。それ。お注射の時間よ。
Yeah, I think I need to
お
heal.
薬の時間よ。いや、殴ったね。
She's got a shield, so she can stay a little bit longer.
たまには真面目に行こう。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
後悔しても遅い。
礼儀がなってないわ。誰かな。すべては星々の選択。星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
安心しろ。
おやすみ。 悪いかも。
Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is the last turn for the 3 stars too, so that's definitely not happening.
逃がさない。たまには
The first half went pretty well though, so I think if I invest a little bit more into Dunhang, I might be able to get this thing done too.
生死虚実同天元気超無一角
Because the supports are mostly fine.
殴ったね。誘ってないけど誰かな。すべては星々の星々よ。開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。うちの出番。悪い子ね。おやすみ。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。助けても何も出ないわよ。いやついてないね。たまには真面目にうちのとっておきをくらえ。手の施しようがね。礼儀がなってないわ。誰かな。
争いに意味はない生死虚実同天元気超無一角
Yep, 3 cycles off. Let's see here, just Quantum up top and Kafka down bottom. Physical and Wind. Oh god, these two? Fire resistance and burn resistance. This thing only has imaginary resistance. To Celebronia up top. And I guess Sushi and Dunhang bottom. If I need a healer, I will likely need a healer down bottom too. Might want to run something lightning as well, or double shield, since it's only those two, and I don't think this is going to go down that easily. Let's see, double shield up top, and let's just try Ting Yun down bottom. See if you can buff one of the 2 TPSs to deal with her. Not expecting a great clear, but if I can clear, it's already going to be enough.
前方に敵がいるわね。速やかに作戦を調整しなきゃ。我に力を。鬱陶しいわね。あの世に送ってやる。楽にしてあげる。超と共に散れ。スターレインファントム。うちの出番。ダンス戦闘準備。しつこい。 たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。鬱陶しいわね。いや、私が守る。私が怖いの？代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スターレイファントム。目標を狙う。
I love the sound of that explosion. Now let's see how bad this is going to be.
速やかに作戦を調整しなきゃ。我に力を。しつこい。
I should be able to take these down too.
あの世に送ってやる。逃がさない。ダンス戦闘準備。鬱陶しいわね。次、楽にしてあげる。蝶と共に散れ。スターレイファントム。あの世に送ってやる。
Oh, that doesn't even remove the sanction mode.
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
Yeah, I think he just has to hit someone. And if he has to hit someone, he better hit them sick.
殴ったね。逃がさない。しつこい。ついてないね。私が守る。我に力を。鬱陶しいわね。楽にしてあげ。蝶と共に散れ。スターレイファントム。
Part of me wants to try for the kill. The other part of me thinks Bronya is going to die if I do. Let's try and save this star.
殴ったね。槍先に火を。炎の槍を断ち切れ。
Okay, 36 cycles left for the first fight. Actually not horrible.
気づかれないうちに
これで万全だ。
行くよ。涼しいですね。困りました。諸悪退散。ボコボコにするよ。千の珍奇を持って一心同期。思い知らせてあげる。書いてるよ。くらえ。大狂犬法をしてよ。ボコボコにするよ。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
おやすみ。輪を持って尊しとなす。思い知らせてあげる。
Okay, yeah, these guys deal a bit too much damage.
争いに意味はない。生死拒絶。
You should still have this low, fantastic.
超無一角。
And that is a dead done hang. Just 3 hits. Jesus Christ. Now there's no way I can bring Asta somewhere. Oh, this was easy enough. We should be able to do it on auto as well. If anything, it might even be a little bit faster. The little amount of protection Dan Hang adds on the second team, though, I'm not a big fan of. I need to check if I can upgrade some of his gear before starting. If I don't have to leave the Memory of Chaos stage. No, apparently not. I can't get any character details. Most of them are weak to physical. Glad they show it this way too.
争いに意味はない。
諸悪退散。ボコボコにするよ。許さない。悪い子ね。お薬の時間よ。
安心しろ。
思い知らせてあげる。
Wait, then Hank does not have wind shear. Why is it still aiming?
安心
At
しろ。
least he's still alive.
ほんの気持ちよ。
Barely, but still alive.
めっちゃいい人。
生死虚実同点元気超無一角。
ボコボコにするよ。許さない。くらえ。大砲を撃てよ。手の施しようがない。おやすみ。輪を持って盗聴悪退散。
騒ぎを起こしたくはない。
客をもてなさないか。千の珍奇を一心同期。思い知らせてあげる。帰ってよ。
争いに意味はない。
ほんの気持ちよ。気にしないで。
Yeah, double hit might hurt. Better just heal up. This should also be the last rotation,
お
hopefully.
注射のおやすみ。
Okay, good. 32 cycles left though. It's going to be really, really difficult for her.
涼しいですね。
Should start with wind.
困りました。諸悪退散。準備はいい。くらえ。大狂剣。砲を撃てよ。ボコボコにするよ。帰ってよ。
生死虚実一年同点元気超無一角。
Okay, can I please have my healer back?
千の珍奇を持って鼓舞を。一心同期。一緒にどう。焦らない。
Apparently not.
思い知らせてあげる。くらえ。大砲を入れよ。許さない。おやすみ。さようなら。元気に。よそ見はダメ。ちょっと足元に気をつけて。
Well, that was a pretty horrible wipe. Sadly, not much to do after she steals your healer. But we did get 6 stars at least. So yeah, done hang. No wonder he died so easily. Okay, actually decent crit values. So this might actually be a piece that I keep for a while. Crit rate break. Crit rate break. This kind of sucks, but getting a 5-star with crit rate, attack and crit damage is going to be really difficult to do. Attack boots with even more crit rate. And if these stay at 5 crit value, 10 crit value, these are going in the trash too. Win damage with crit rate and attack with nothing else. The crit rate is not that bad, but 72 crit damage is far too low. So what do you need to ascend? Really not sure how good just 10 levels and a bit of gear upgrades are going to be, but hopefully it's going to be good enough to get me at least 1 star, just so I can see what's afterwards.
星々よ、開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。我に力を。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。いやっはっ連中誰かな。はっはっ蝶と共に散れ、スターレイファントム。我に力を。次おやすみ。平気よ、ほんの気持ちよ、気にしないで。はっ我に力を。次誰かな。我に力を。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。はっおやすみ。星々よ、開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。我に力を。次お薬の時間よ。我に力を。はっ蝶と共に散れ、スターレイファントム。
That is nowhere near enough now, is it? Yeah, it's 28. It's going to take 4 more runs. And I can only do 2.
形勢に注意して。誰かな。
Yeah, progression being forcefully slowed down like this kind of sucks. But I also understand that if they didn't, it would end up like Genshin way faster, where you literally have nothing else to do other than logging in and collecting your daily rewards. I would still love to get some extra fuel though, because I've got far too many characters I would love to level up and try out, even just to experiment a little bit. It's mainly just like Pela and Himeko, but also leaving what's his name at E2 at level 50 kind of hurts. Well, I'm afraid that's all I can grind for today. Let's get more stuff from here. Sadly, not much else to do, so I guess I'm going to call it off a little bit early. Still have a couple of hours of free time to go through, so maybe I'm just going to pick back up, what's his name? Chained Echoes. So see you in about 10 minutes maybe. As always, thanks a lot for coming by and saying hi, and see you soon. Ciao!